What's up everyone? If you are using Gentoo, you probably have seen a news saying that the profile 23.0 is available and you may need to consider upgrading to it. By default, before this news appeared, Gentoo uses the profile 17.1. The profile is something that defines what is the use of your system, whether it is hardened or not, whether it's systemd or not, whether it's OpenRC or not, whether it's multi-leap or not. You can select such stuff from the multi-leap, from the profiles that you get. You can simply run the command you select profile list to see what is your profile. Yours is supposed to be this one, highlighted with a star, if we can say. In my case, I'm using this profile, the hardened with SE Linux, the stable one, 17.1. When you read these instructions, it recommends you to have backup. There are many ways that you can do such thing, but I'm not gonna cover that on this video. It's out of the scope, so you may need to do it yourself. There is something new here. There is something that you may wonder what it is, and that thing is the split user 1, the new split user. This guide, which is a news that you will get when you run a merge, when you run a merge sync or any merge command, you're gonna get something saying that there are probably, let's say, like 1 news available. There is 3 news items and so on, depending on how often you see the news and if this news appeared alone or not. And you will get this news and it will give you some of the instructions. So when you see split USR, just choose it. Here it says that it's not recommended to switch from split USR to merged USR. The opposite option is merged USR. For split USR, you need to choose it. It's the default option on 17.1. That's why it wasn't mentioned. So you definitely need to use it. Otherwise, if you want to switch from split USR to merged USR, that's not recommended to be done here. Just do the steps if you want that you find here, and then go to the steps of switching from split USR to merged USR. Mostly systemd users are supposed to switch to merged USR, since split USR is not the good option for systemd. I'm not using systemd here, so I'm gonna choose the profile of 23.0 that matches with my option. You should also yourself select the option that matches with your profile, because I use hardened SE Linux. For you, it doesn't necessarily need to be the same. You may be using no multi-leap, you may be using LLVM, for example, like this profile here. I don't know if this one is available for 17.1. I guess no, it's a new one. So they give this new option. You may need to read the news that you get. I will put this link for you in the description so you can get more and more details. And then let's get another overview of the available 23.0 options by running this command. As I said, I'm using hardened SE Linux, so I'm gonna go with it, but it needs to be split USR. So this one, but where is my split USR? Let's run the command again with split USR like this. Yes, So yeah, this one, I'm gonna take this one. If you are, for example, using no multi-lib only, you go with this one. You still didn't switch to the merged USR. There is a whole guide for it. I will put in the description for you in case you want to do it. We may do it in a future video, I don't promise. But if you didn't switch your system from being split USR to merged USR, you should choose one of any of these options. Right, so I'm gonna take this one. It's 59. So I said to you, if you are still with split USR, which is the default option for Gentoo installation, and it's the default one without switching to a desktop, you should get this one. If you have chosen the desktop one, you should select this one. These numbers as well may be different for you, and if you are using the desktop with GNOME, you should select the option that is like this. Just run the command like this command to choose the exact correct option for you. So in my case, I'm gonna run the command that is going to switch my profile to the one that matches with my use case. So we said it's this one, 59. And then let's run this command again to double check it, and we can see that it is selected. There are other ways to do this thing by using the symbolic links and stuff, but I'm gonna go with this only. The next thing is running this command. Before that, let's see what we have already. Here we have nothing, so no need for me to run that command. For you, just run sudo rm-r var cache bin packages, and then this one. But for me, I have no binary packages, so it's not needed to be run. Next thing, yeah, so this step, if you have a file like this one, you did the binary packages option. If you have the binary packages option, you go to this file and change everything to 23, the profile 23. I don't have such thing. The next thing is to go to make.conf and remove any C host, which we can find. I don't have any C host. In case you have one, you should go and remove it. I have no C host here. So let's run this command again. Alright, the next one is to re-emerge or reinstall GCC. But there is a trick here, which is, in case it asked or tried to build glibc here, don't let it. That's what the tutorial says, or the news says. In my case, it doesn't want to rebuild GCC with glibc. In your case, if it wanted to, just cancel and run it with the argument no deps. This argument here, no deps. So it should become no deps, like this. Okay. Let's run the command again, and yes, I'm done rebuilding GCC. It took quite a long time, and now we can go to rebuilding glibc. in case you are using glibc. Otherwise, if you're using muscle, you can run the same command but for muscle. Sudo y here. Press Y. Alright, glibc for me was done. For you, if you are using muscle, make sure it's done. The next command is this one, chost sudo I don't have chost from the beginning, so this step is useless for me, but it's here as you can see. Right, so let's run this for v23.0. List profiles with sudo. Okay, and then gcc config, same I guess, yes, list profiles. I believe we can do sudo we select gcc list. Yes, it's the same. Let's check this. I believe it's a file if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so we have v23.0, and then X this, and let's run this. Yes, sudo and sudo here. If you're using do as, for example, you can do that. And now we run libtool, but before that I guess this one should be like this. Alright, I rerun this command. You can reinstall libtool in case we need to. Press Y. I have no bin packages, but you should apply the instructions here, just in case any error that occurs in the future can be related to not applying the instructions correctly. Alright, let's remove the binary packages. There is nothing for mine. And now let's rebuild the world set for Gentoo, which is probably the last step, by running this command. So running the command of rebuilding the whole, almost the whole system, will cause me to rebuild 1336 packages, which will take probably a while. I'm gonna finish the video and I will upload it once I'm sure the steps I have done leaded to a successful result. Anyway, thank you for watching and see you in another video.